The company Monforts, of course, founded in 1884, is of course a long story. They started not only in textile first, they started also in a complete different business, but finally in the beginning of the century they started in textile. They started of course in the textile with skin preparation, rising machines as well, shearing machines, and finally in the 50s we started of course the first modular structure of stentors, which we still today of course offer to the market in different kind of, let us say, textile use. And further we developed of course dyeing machines, continuous dyeing machines. We also made the special machines for technical textiles. So we are in the bright field of course today of textile overall. To ITMA Asia, there are two main developments we brought in, especially for energy savings. We brought the new technology of eco-applicator called Kiss Roll technique or Tangential technique, where we really assure the minimized application of humidity, including chemistry, so that not further more energy is be used to dry or to fix all this kind of chemistry on the fabrics. So at least up to 50% savings can be reached and achieved during the processing. And the second one is the dyeing process. By developing a dyeing process like e-control and by fine-tuning it even for polyester cotton fabrics, we have now a two-step dyeing process made in one. So that opens the door to really save chemistry, time, and opens the door of course for more productivity in case for the customer. Let me say honestly, I'm working now 12 years in Industry 4.0, and of course the machines are already equipped with many, let us say, possibilities who are fulfilling already these kind of standards. What means these standards? People having different mind. One of this mind is of course to optimize efficiency, productivity, even to get sources savings, so that overall cost deduction for producers or consumers later on can be achieved. But the main point is that all is registered. We have a lot of data involved, more knowledge is involved. So and these people can today store this kind of knowledge, and they can restore and they can recall it, even for quality reasons. That gives us the opportunity to say we are in a big data system. I'm not saying internet, intranet, everywhere where you can data store and brought in. That is today's way of Industry 4.0. Let us declare the power savings. Of course, if you talk about electronic power, we are using of course today the new standards, the IP section about 4, the standard 4, to save already by the use of this special kind of motors up to 10-15% of energy by power. But if you talk about in general savings, then we have to look into by application system. As less humidity you use, as less steam or dry capacity is be used. And what is the major cost-driven factor in production? Heat sources. Also drying, heat setting, all this kind of units where heat and steam and oil is been needed to get fabrics dried. That is the main key point how to save, of course, cost. And that is our focus on. We are focused really on that to save sources in the production. Blue competence is some kind of ecological function where we also assure that of course never more be used as chemistry as be needed. We are not wasting something, we put all these items only there where it is really be used for fabrics. So that is one case. The other thing is energy. We are using the energy always also only on the fabric side, and we are not blowing it somewhere. So therefore we have of course in the center special kind of isolation. We have of course special kind of, let's say, circulation systems, so that the heat is always in contact with the fabric himself. That is normally our called blue competence as well. In dyeing section is a little bit different. In dyeing we are looking into the sources as well, that we save, let us say, dye pigments, getting good results, good fastness, that even after the garment wash, not too many of these kinds of things come into water. So therefore we are looking really in this kind of ecological function. Yeah, you see, in the former time the machines used always skewing, because as you know, in denim, everywhere, somewhere, this kind of woven material must be skewed to get the direction of the design. Fact is that we have decreased the tension we used in previous machines 10 times less now. So let us say, as a figure, from 4,000 Newton we use only 400 Newton to get the same results. So that opens the door, of course, even for sensitive material, which were supposed not to run before. So that is one big goal. Then we combined in our thermostretch unit bow correction, skew corrections, even conditioning for heat set material. We make 3 processing in one. So that is, of course, the feature of all, because we don't need separate steps and let us say application within the machine. We do it in one. And we do it in that position where it is needed. And that was really the goal now for opening the flexibility for elastic material, for combined material, for printed material, even for new functional processing. And that was key in denim right now, where we can see how fashion is moving in denim. That was the door opener for denim, this development.